Chumps, they called him as they listened to him speak. Chumps, he said, if they did not take any means possible. Malcolm X, ballot or bullet. I say we are chumps if we let this ruling stand. The other day I received a letter from Cathedral President Steve Hemlick describing that the Lafayette Diocese had given a ruling stating that anyone outside of the diocese could not come to schools and speak. This was a result of complaints on behalf of Guerin High School, stating that they were not getting the enrollment numbers they had wanted. I don't know about you, but I feel that violates my rights as an American, my freedom of choice. Other high schools, freedom to speak. In the History Channel documentary, As Men Who Built America, they described John D. Rockefeller as a man who got wealthy upon unethical business practices. I don't know about you, but it makes me feel like the Lafayette Diocese is trying to build a high school upon those same unethical business practices. Basically, I feel that we as parents should have the ability to choose where our children go to high school. I believe that we should be able to get all the information to have an informed decision. Our children are not a used car. We aren't going to a used car lot and just pick the first one that we find because that's all we had available. We want choices. I don't know about you, but I work hard to afford my children the educational opportunities that they have. I do not feel that it is right and that we should ask for this to be repealed. Plato once said, "The direction in which an education starts a man will determine his future life." I don't know about you, but these educational opportunities that we have given our children not only affect their immediate, but also the long-term part of their life. I feel that grade school builds upon high school builds upon college, and college then leads to real life. That is the point of sending our children to these schools. Recently, my daughter plays basketball for Cathedral High School, and we were at a game at Guerin Catholic. In the banner of the school, it says, "We did not come here to win a state championship. We came here for an education." Truthfully, that banner was a direct dig against schools like Cathedral, and it made me sick. It made me question whether or not their values, which hang inside the door of the school stating acceptance, love, and diversity, mean anything. Should schools like Cathedral, Brebeuf, and Chittard be ashamed at the fact that they've won state championships? I don't know about you, but I just find that disrespectful. Cathedral High School, yes, may win state championships, but they also value education. On average, the Cathedral athletic student has a 3.7 GPA while in their sports program. That on top of attending school, that's practicing 4 to 5 days a week. Some days, at least 4 hours a day. I don't know about you, but that's as real life as we can get. Should schools like Cathedral be ashamed? I don't think they should. They've produced NFL players, NHL players. Those same students have gone on to be doctors, lawyers, and astronauts. To me, the value of that education and the value of the sports really exude places like Cathedral's 110% to anything we do. While doing that, places like Cathedral value diversity. They teach it. Now with that diversity, they sit there and practice it. They teach it. My daughter came home from her world history class not just learning about different cultures, but learning about their religious values. She learned about Buddhism and Hinduism. She learned about things like reincarnation, and that to some people, while it's not a big deal to kill a fly, to people of that background, you could be killing their aunt or their uncle. Those are all very important pieces of a puzzle to have when going through life. Now, when it comes to that then builds upon your career life. What if your boss was that? You would at least have an understanding of what it is to expect. Diversity, culture, and extracurricular activities are all opportunities afforded to students. Places like Cathedral, Chittard, and Brebeuf have been around probably collectively for over 150 years. They are long steeped in tradition, knowledge, and values. Diversity attracts people to come to their schools. On top of the quantity of the people that come to the schools, it adds to the number. Schools like Cathedral, I have a acceptance rate into college of 100% of over 78 schools across the country. Schools like Yale, Columbia, and Notre Dame. While when I was at the Urine Open House, I received a piece of paper that stated that 85% of their graduating class stayed with schools within the state. Which is fine, but that's the same quality that public school could produce. At Guerin, it's cheaper. It's $12,000 a year. But I don't know about you, I'm not paying $12,000 a year for high school to then pay that same quantity in college. I want diversity for my child. I want the opportunity of choice. I think we as parents all at least want the value of information. So I ask, could we all not see that this measure be repealed, not be asked to rubber stamp our children, and have a one-size-fits-all high school opportunity?